Your room's too quiet. But you're not alone. Welcome to Mystery Files, where the dark breathes your name. Step inside, or it'll pull you through.
The rain hammered against the car windows like skeletal fingers trying to break through. Layla sat clutching her flashlight, its beam reflecting off her friend's challenging stares. "You won't actually do it, will you?" mocked Adam, his breath fogging up the glass. "Everyone knows you're the scaredy cat of the group." Layla's knuckles turned white around the flashlight. She'd show them. "Of course I'm going in. The Qamran Villa is just some rotting wood and broken windows." But the entire town knew the truth. The villa wasn't just abandoned, it was hungry. As Layla stepped out, the iron gates groaned like a wounded animal. The trees surrounding the property seemed to lean closer, their branches forming skeletal hands against the stormy sky. Her first footsteps sank into mud that felt suspiciously warm and sticky. The front door creaked open, releasing a puff of air that smelled like rotting meat and something chemical, formaldehyde maybe? Layla's flashlight revealed walls covered in strange symbols that seemed to shift when not looked at directly. Suddenly, creak, the door slammed shut behind her. The sound echoed through the house like a gunshot. She spun around, her heart pounding, only to find the doorknob had vanished, replaced by smooth, unbroken wood. From upstairs came the unmistakable sound of a music box playing a lullaby, one that gradually slowed as if the mechanism was dying. Then, a wet, gurgling whisper. "Welcome home." The staircase groaned under her weight, each step producing a different scream-like creak. Halfway up, her light caught something glistening on the walls. Fresh blood oozing from between the wallpaper seams in perfect straight lines, forming more of those impossible symbols. The nursery door stood ajar. Inside, a rocking chair moved by itself, its rhythm matching the labored breathing coming from the closet. Layla's beam illuminated a dollhouse, an exact replica of the villa, where tiny figures were positioned screaming against the windows. Then she saw it. The ceiling above the crib wasn't wood. It was skin. Human skin stretched taut, still bleeding at the staples holding it up, and written in what looked like fingernail scratches. "They always cry at first." A scratching sound began inside the walls. Not rats, but something larger. Something with too many joints in its fingers based on the unnatural rhythm. The temperature dropped suddenly, Layla's breath forming clouds as the scratching grew frantic. Then silence. A single drop of warm liquid fell on her cheek. She touched it. Blood. Looking up, she saw hundreds of human teeth embedded in the ceiling, dripping red saliva. As she watched, they began chattering softly, then laughing in high-pitched childish giggles. The wallpaper peeled back on its own, revealing a face pressed against the plaster, its mouth sewn shut with black wire, eyes bulging with recognition. It mouthed two words. "You're next." Layla stumbled into the master bathroom, slamming the door. The mirror showed her reflection, except it was smiling and blinking out of sync and mouthing words she couldn't hear. The faucets turned on by themselves, spewing thick blood that filled the sink. Her reflection reached through the glass, cold fingers wrapping around her wrist as the other hand pointed to the shower curtain where 5 distinct bumps were forming, the outline of hands pressing from the other side. The reflection whispered directly into her mind. "They want to show you what happened to the last girl. Should I let them out?" Behind her, the medicine cabinet door creaked open to reveal dozens of prescription bottles, all with Layla's name and today's date. Layla woke screaming in her bed. Morning light streamed through her real bedroom window. Just a nightmare, until she noticed. Her pajamas were damp with foul-smelling liquid. Her right hand still clutched a lock of black hair, not her own. The mirror showed a blurred figure standing behind her. Her phone buzzed with a message from Adam. "You? Okay. You never came back last night." Attached was a photo taken at 3:17 a.m. Layla standing blank-eyed in the villa's doorway, a pale hand resting on her shoulder from behind. The caption read, "We knew you'd stay."